we live, yeah, we on that road. Oh. Pull up the stat chat hitting like flame. Viewers go wild when they call out names. 808 jump when the plays get shown. Bronx in the mix, yeah, the crowd don't know. Flashes pop, overlay tight, Yankee blue wave, all up in sight. One tap, boom, screen on blast. Jason run the show for speed, no cap. Nice show, let it ride, let it roll. Chat list, string glow, that's control. Slash, flash, like splash, all heat. Jason C got a stream on repeat. Nice show, yeah, we vibe, we zone. Big Bronx talk when the mic get blown. One more drop, crowd say shish. Whole team up, energy unleashed. Nice show. Jason Z, yeah, live in the Bronx, like energy.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? As spring training continues. And I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get a little redundant, man. I can't wait for the season to start. WBC, give me something. I want meaningful games that actually count for something. But nonetheless, though, some good things though coming out of tonight's game. Obviously some good things. But let me, let's go ahead and we'll do the recap first, and then I'll get into the chat and say what's up to everybody. So Yankees pitching combined one hitter. Right, they pretty much shut down the Nats. The Nats threw like 30 people to the plate, and they had nothing going for them. While the Yankees had everything going for them. It seemed like Ryan Weathers making his Yankees debut, his spring training debut, looked good. He did look good, man. I mean, again, it's not a tough lineup, so we're not gonna, we're gonna take it with a grain of salt. We're not gonna go too crazy, but hey, man, if this is a sign of things to come, I'm all in, man. I'll take it. I will take it. Let me put this thing away, and let's see. Let's look at the box score and everything. All right, obviously 7-zip was the score. The Yankees are 4-2 so far this spring. All right, we went 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 11 on base. So 3 for 8, that's not too bad. Not great, but not bad either. So I'll take that because, man, hitting with runners in scoring position is the Yankees' freaking Achilles heel right there. So, and the young guys got it done today. And we'll get into that in a second. Obviously, combined one hitter. Who had the only hit? Let me see. Franklin, whoever that is. I think he's supposed to be good, right? I think somebody was telling me that he's supposed to be really good. Anyway, he had the only hit. Yankees, Ahmed Rosario hitting a solo bomb in the first inning to right field. So his power is starting to show. He took it to right field. That's always a good sign when you hit home runs to the opposite field. Schumann had a great day. 3 for 3. Right? Scored 2 runs. Who else? Obviously George Lombard Jr. We're gonna get into that. He went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Cornelius. I don't know. He went 1 for 3. Yeah, whatever. Next. Not much there. Yankee notes, Rosario, Lombard. Okay. All right, the pitching, right? Ryan Weathers went 3 2/3. I was surprised they gave him that much on his first start. But, hey, he was looking good, man. In 3 2/3, he had 5 strikeouts, threw 49 pitches, and gave up only 1 hit. Only 1 hit. So he's off to a good start as a Yankee so far. David Bednar went 1 inning, threw only 10 pitches, no strikeouts. Fernando Cruz struck out the side, had 3 strikeouts on 13 pitches. So he looked great. Tim Hill gave us an inning, 8 pitches, 1 K. And Kyle Carr, who's apparently the Yankees' number 13th prospect. So this is a guy who's highly touted. Went 2 innings, struck out 2, threw 24 pitches. Scoring plays, key moments, we'll need that. Rosario, player of the game, according to this, right? The algorithm chose him, but I would give it to George Lombard Jr. if it was up to me. Top performers, there you go. Cold bats, Ben Rice. Yeah, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Versus the lefties too, he didn't look good today. He did not look good. He's got to work on that. He's definitely got to work on that. But to me, the story of the day is yours truly, George Lombard Jr. He showed out today. He really did. He showed a little bit of his speed, legging out a double like that. His defense was incredible. Had an RBI W, as you can see here. Drove it to the gap, scoring 2 runs. And then his defense at third, man, was really good. See, we know him as a shortstop, right? He got drafted as a shortstop. So seeing him play so well at third base is it's a breath of fresh air. It really is, because it's another option. You could throw him in there. There's the play right here that he made. Look at that. It's not an easy play too. Barehanded, got him. That takes instincts right there. That is like, you could practice that really, but man, so much has to go right. That was a great play, man. That was a great play, a hell of a play. So he's looking really, really good. I'm hoping, right, because he didn't have the greatest year last year in AA. So I'm hoping that we already know the defense is there. The defense is legit, right? And now I know his defense is legit at third too. Well, we need to see him do it. We need to see him able to put up numbers in AA, so that way he can get the call up. And he's not, man. If he could start hitting like that, man, on a consistent basis, he is not far from getting called up. I'd say I give him, hopefully this year he doesn't take a step back and he takes a step forward. Who knows, man? 2027, if we do play, definitely by 2028, he should be up here doing something. So shout out to George Lombard Jr., man. What a great play there at third base. But let me say what's up to the chat. Katie says, what's up? Another great day for the Yankees. Very happy with the results. I agree. Even though it's spring training, but a combined 1 hit, I don't care if it's versus a freaking high school team. Only 1 hit. That's not bad. And these are all big leaguers and minor leagues. These are all professionals. So whenever you do that, give up only 1 hit in a game, that's that's nothing to take lightly. Demon D was good, man. Says, what's up, Jason? Not much, man. Just chilling. My apologies for coming on so late. I wanted to come on earlier, but stuff happens, right? Woken says, here we go with the negativity. The Nats are not a real team. It's still nice to see production. Yeah, I mean, it's spring training, man. I'm not jumping for joy or saying that, oh my God, we're going to the World Series now or anything like that, man. I'm just saying, though, whenever you only give up 1 hit, I don't care who you're playing. It could be a minor league team, a AAA team. That's good. That is good. So I'll take it. And they got some hitters in there. They got some guys in there. They got Dylan Cruz. I don't think CJ Abrams, yeah, he played. He led off. Who else was in there? I can't think. I don't know. I don't think Woods played today, but they got some guys in there. They definitely got some guys, so they're all good. Yeah, the Nats are awful. They are awful, man, but they got some guys in there, like I said. Lou says, what's popping? What's popping, man? Ace was good. My man Ace is in the building. Yeah. Dang. That thing almost blew my eardrums off. Hold on. We got to lower that thing down. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, well. Spring training don't mean shit. Yeah, it doesn't. But look, I like what I saw, right? I like what I saw from George Lombard Jr., especially on defense. Look, I don't care if it's spring training. It doesn't matter if it's in the back in your backyard. It doesn't matter if it's I don't know, in your Little League park. When you make a play like this, man, and it's about to come up here in a second, that's a great play in any level, from the big leagues down to Little League. That play he made at third base is a great play, and I say is even a better play due to the fact that he's not a third baseman. He's supposed to be a shortstop. So who knows, man? Right? Maybe he's, maybe that's where they're gonna keep him. I like to see him get more reps at short though, and everything during spring, because the Yankees right now, even though we got Caballero there, so the shortstop situation is the shortstop situation is not a guarantee, right? There's a lot of question marks there. So that's an opening. Third base too. But at the moment you got, Ahmed Rosario and Ryan McMahon there. And Ryan McMahon is a great defensive third baseman. We already know that. So, yeah, see that play there? Man, a play like that, that's good on any diamond. On any diamond, it's a good play. Can you play the play? I just played it right there, man. I don't know if you saw it. Lombard is proven defensively for sure. Just hope he can hit. Yeah, man. That's all that he's lacking right now. He's gotta prove that he can hang at AA. And then obviously then AAA and stuff, but he's got to progress. Right? He can't take a step back this year because it'll really, really hurt his progression. But if he could progress enough to at least get the call up to AAA, then man, I'm telling you, he's knocking on the door. He gets up there to AAA and then he hits at AAA. He's knocking on the door for 2027 if we play, and 2028. He's really going to be knocking on the door. At that point, it's just a matter of time. Right? It's just a matter of time. Because the Yankees have invested a lot in this kid, and he's a first-round pick. So as long as he doesn't absolutely suck, he will make it to the big leagues at some point. But he gotta figure out the offensive part. So News says 1 hit. I got it using my pickleball paddle. So Neil's a clown, man. But yeah, man. I mean, besides that, nothing much really going on. CC Sabathia. Shout outs to him. He's the Yankees are retiring his number in September. So, look, you guys let me know, right? I should have did a poll. We might do a poll. Is he deserving of a plaque up there? Is he deserving of having his number retired? You guys let me know in the chat. Me personally, I say yeah, right? The dude's a Hall of Famer, man. Come on, you don't get many of those. You got to retire that number. They retired Paul O'Neill's number, and Paul O'Neill, I think he deserved it too. But a lot of people might have felt, they definitely look. The Yankees, if they don't like you, they definitely not retiring your number though like that. So I think he's deserving of it. So congratulations to CC Sabathia. My man is he's a legend, man, in my eyes, man. He is a legend. I'm going to start a poll here. Is Sabathia deserving? Oh, no. Let me try. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking at me. To have his number. Okay. You guys let me know. The poll is up in the chat right now. Does he deserve to have his number retired? Man, shout out to him though. Great career, man. A great Yankee, man, and a great teammate. CC's a gangster, man. CC's a gangster. He gave up, what was it, like $250,000 just to back up his teammate. I'm telling you right now, not a lot of people are gonna do that. Not a lot of people are gonna do that. So shout out to him. Hold on, let me go grab my dog real quick. Come on, Roxy. Roxy. Come on. Come here, Roxy. Yeah, she's barking to come in, and now she don't want to carry. I'm trying to carry her so I can show you guys. And now she's barking to get out. You gotta be kidding me. Come here. Oh my God, this dog right here, I love her, but she's a pain in the butt. Why you giving me a hard time? It's always when I start streaming. As soon as I hit live, she starts going crazy. Sunil says it was 500,000. Yeah, look at that, man. Gave up 500,000 just to back up his teammate. Roxy doesn't like the new house. No, she likes it. She likes it. It's then right now nobody wants to play with her because everybody's getting ready to go to bed. You all right? Look at, say hi. Hey, look. Yeah. But you guys let me know what you guys think, man. What do you think about so far what we've been seeing from this team in spring training? Especially the pitchers. I like David Bednar look, man, and I get it. Look, the competition is not all the way there. And, you know, a lot of their arms are fresh, so we're not going to get too crazy. But so far, the pitching has been pretty good. It's been really, really good, actually. And they look good. Everybody so far has looked good. So it's going to be interesting. But again, like I said, as the season progresses, guys get tired. Their arms start wearing out. You start facing tougher hitters. Hitters start figuring you out. Scouting reported and all that stuff. So, but right now, the pitching looks good, in my opinion. The pitching is looking good. Zoe the engineer says, let's go Yankees. Yes, sir. Let's go Yankees. Welcome says, addition by subtraction. We should do well in the regular season compared to last year. Volpe is not making 20 errors. And Devin Williams isn't blowing 20 games, right? So I guess, yeah, addition by subtraction. Like to me, I know a lot of people who have the Yankees like finishing last and fourth, and I don't agree with that. So I think that they do make the playoffs. This team right now, as it's constructed right now, should make the playoffs, right? But I think they need something else to really make a deep push and really be considered like a heavy favorite. I don't care what Vegas says. They're going to need something else. And I keep saying it, man. I'm telling you guys, I say it every time I come on here. Don't sleep on the Mariners. I'm telling Blue Jays fans too, don't sleep on them. Because I have a feeling they're going to be sneaky good, man. They got Brendan Donovan too. The pitching's already good. Re-signing Josh Naylor. You know, the big dumper. Let's see what we already know Kyle Riley. Look, I don't think he's going to hit 60 home runs again, but I think he's going to be good. All-star, you know? So let me let my dog out. Yeah. So let's go Yankees. Zoe the engineer. If Weathers mixes his pitches with that fastball, then we got a steal right there. I think even more than that, I don't even think that's the thing. If he stays healthy, I think that's the biggest question with him, right? There's no doubt that he's got talent, right? Everybody knows that. And we know that he's got an arm. He's got a cannon. Can he stay healthy? He looked good to me, man. He looked really good out there. Pause. He looked fantastic. I don't care against any lineup. Like, I get it. They're not they're like a half AAA lineup, right? But still, when you're striking out 5 and 3 2/3 innings, that's good. That is good. Welker says, no way, I'm a hater. I think we are number 1 AL East for sure. Jays didn't do enough for me to be that scared. No, but Wilkin, I think you're not understanding what I said. I never said that. I just said that we're gonna make it to the playoffs, but I don't think we have enough to really go far yet. And things could change, obviously, right? Because the trade deadline is gonna come, and I don't know why I have a feeling that this trade deadline there's gonna be a lot of really like needle mover players. And when I say needle mover players, I mean guys who are freaking franchise players are going to be available. I have a feeling. I don't know why. And especially going into the lockout, owners are probably going to try to, especially some of these smaller market teams trying to clear payroll maybe. And then a lot of people are going to be free agents next year too. So, but will the Yankees make the big move to really get them over the hump? You know, that remains to be seen yet. So they haven't done any of that this offseason, but we'll see. I'm trying to think. When was the last huge? You guys in the chat, man, you let me know because you guys are smart. When was the last huge trade the Yankees made? Not in the offseason, right? Because obviously Juan Soto. I'm talking about during the season, like trade deadline trade. When was the last huge acquisition the Yankees made? During season, mid-season, I would say. Because I'm thinking, man, I can't really think of one. I really can't. Last big trade. You guys, somebody figure that out. Google it and let me know. I know Jacob's in there; he'll figure it out. Because I can't think of one. I really can't. Is Spencer Jones and George Lombard Jr. playing in the regular season, or are they just playing? They're gonna play in the regular season. In Spencer Jones will be in AAA, and George Lombard Jr. will be in AA. Or maybe he gets the bump to AAA. But yeah, them guys are not making the major league roster. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people want that to happen, but they're not ready. It's obvious that they're just not ready. They're just not ready. But that's not to say that they can't at some point make it this year. And I think for them to make it this year, especially George Lombard Jr., he's like, to me, he's highly unlikely to be in the big leagues this year unless he goes super crazy. Spencer Jones, man, I feel like he will have to go play very well. And somebody will have to get hurt or something for him to get a call up this year. It sucks, but I could see them trading him even. All right. I feel like our BP will have lots of young pitchers who throw gases. Our bullpen who throw gas, yeah. That's right now. That's what it's look. They shifted from that because they had a little kind of like some soft throws last year. They shifted to a hard throwing bullpen. You know, they picked up a lot of arms. A lot of them are project pieces, though. A lot of project pieces, but let me fix this real quick. All right, everything looks good. Yeah, so Zoe says we need a big time right-handed batter. Yeah, we do. The lineup is right now it's too lefty. But who's out there, right? There's gonna be that big time right-handed batter. That's the thing too. Is like, who can you get? Who can you bring up? Unfortunately, man, that's not gonna come for quite a while. Quite a while. I'm hoping, man, right? In my fantasy mind, right, in my imagination, I hope that we get towards the trade deadline. The Padres realize, not much is gonna happen for them. And they say, you know what? We're taking offers on Fernando Tatis if he accepts the trade, obviously, because he has a no trade clause. And that would be the ultimate right-handed bat right there. That would be the ultimate right-handed bat. But a lot of shit will have to change, man. Like, I don't even know. I don't think the Yankees have the stones to go after a player like Fernando Tatis. I don't think they have the balls to pay up for what a trade for him will cost, But that would be crazy, though. That would be crazy right there. There's always guys, man. Look, last year, right? We saw Mason. My thing, and I always say this, right? The Yankees, they always get somebody, but they never get the guy, like the man, the top dog. They don't do that anymore. That's the old Yankees used to do that. These guys don't do that anymore. What am I watching here on Twitter? Twitter is a cesspool. Let me X that out there. All right. Wilkins says, to be fair, they're talking about the postseason, and Devin was good in the postseason. We are running it back for postseason minus Fluke Weaver. So he says, no need in our division. No team in our division added a pitcher that was better or as good as us getting Cole back. I'm not afraid of these teams in our division. Yeah, man, look, Zoe, we gotta get through this every night. You better be afraid of the Blue Jays. I'm gonna tell you right now. You better be afraid of the Blue Jays. They are no joke. Boston got better a little bit, They added pitchers, and I get it. None of their pitchers that they added are better than Cole. But let me ask you this, Zoe, and answer truthfully. right? We got rocked by the Blue Jays last year. If you add Garrett Cole to that, do you think the outcome is different? That's what I always ask people. And if you don't, if you think that if we had Garrett Cole, we would have beat the Blue Jays in the ALDS, then okay, I don't think that personally. I don't think he would have been enough to beat them. They were just good. They put pressure on every pitcher, and at the same time, we don't know what we're getting with Cole, so it's tough to say. That's why I think the Yankees. I was watching. What's his dude name? The dude, his name is Jake from John Boy, and they do like he does a show with some other dude anyway, and they had their power rankings. And the other dude, he's an ex-big league player. He's played for the Twins. I agree with him, man. It's Dodgers to me, and he had the same. I have Dodgers, Mariners, Blue Jays, and then maybe the Yankees are somewhere, 4, 5, 6 around there. I don't think that the Yankees are even top 3 right now in all of baseball as far as teams, and that's with Cole, with Garrett Cole. I don't think they're top 3. I just don't, man. I just don't. And I'm not being negative. I'm just being real. It's just keeping it real. He said he can't think of one, right? You can't think of it. Like I said, man, if you just joining us, first of all, hit the like button, right? It's right there. Hit the like button. Second, name me the last player the Yankees, the last big-time player the Yankees made a trade for mid-season, right? The last one I could think of is Jazz Chisholm, right? And even that's like, I say that's mid-tier, right? That's middle tier of players. Name me the last big-time player, A-list player that the Yankees got during the season before the trade deadline. Don't say Juan Soto because that was off-season. That was during the off season. So, and that stuff like that, I think about stuff like that because for me, when I look at this team, I see it as in order for them to make it far, they're gonna need a big boost. They're gonna need to make a trade for somebody to give this team a real jolt. Is this team good enough to make the playoffs? Yes. I don't think they can make it to the World Series though, as it is right now. They're gonna have to get a real big push from somebody. They got to acquire somebody who really pushes us there, Yeah, so that's what we need. It says, Lombard reminds me of Jeter. I guess, yeah. We'll see, though. You got to be Mr. November to remind me of Jeter. So Neil's with his clowning, man. Jeter can hit. Let's calm down for now. Yeah, right. He's not comparing him. He's just saying it reminds him of him. It's all right. Bro was a perfect leadoff and right-handed bat. Ace says, give me Tatis. Hell yeah, bro. I think, man, look, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, that guy. I feel like, look, this trade deadline, there's going to be some guys that's going to be available. I'm talking about maybe it's Scooble, maybe it's Tatis, maybe there's going to be some heavy hitters. And I don't think the Yankees are going to get any of them. That's the crazy shit, man. I don't think they have the stones for it. They don't have the cojones, the nuts, bro, to let their shit just drop and drag all over MLB. The boss would have done it, Yeah, I don't think they want to do that because that'd be taking on another big contract, right? Obviously. If you get Tatis, even though his contract is well worth it, that's a bargain. That's a steal for him. Or getting a guy like Scooby, that's, a rental. They don't want to do that. But another team will. Another team will, and they'll be scary. Adding pieces like that. Ken, the ugly truth. What's up, Ken? Oh, yeah, definitely, bro. If you could get a guy like Tatis on the team, you're automatically a World Series. Well, I don't know. It depends what you give up, too. But I think if you added him, right, to this roster, yeah, you're definitely a World Series contender. I think right now, as the Yankees are right now, they're World Series contenders, but I don't think to me, they're not the top 3. You know, to me, I have in my pecking order, I have Dodgers, Mariners, Blue Jays third, and then the Yankees fourth. I will put them. You know, and then around there, you got the Brewers. It could be any way. 4, 5, 6. You know, it's a whole slew of teams that could slide in right there. Uh, Tatis is wasting his silence in San Diego. Yeah. I mean, it's not that he's wasting. They've made some really good runs. It's just they got the Dodgers, man. They can't get past them. You know, and that's it sucks. That's just how it is. For a long time, we couldn't get past the Astros, and technically, we haven't gotten past the Astros because when we did make it to the World Series, they were out of it. So, you know, it's the same thing with the San Diego Padres. You know, it's just they got a, you know, they got a juggernaut in their division and in their league that hard to get past them. Hard to get past them. So, but I wouldn't sleep on Boston either. You know, they got Roman Anthony coming back. Obviously, the dude's he's projected to be a stud, right? All-star player. So they're a good young team, and I get it. Sonny Gray is not the greatest pitcher, but he definitely adds to their rotation. They got Garrett Crochet, Sonny Gray, Bayo. I get it. Look, Bayo, he's not the greatest pitcher, but for whatever reason, he gives the Yankees problems sometimes, you know. He could be a problem for the Yankees. So they got a nice, the way I see it, right? I see it as, can we contend with these teams in a playoff series? And even a team like the Boston Red Sox, I hope, like, if the Yankees are healthy and Cole comes back and Cole is ace-like again, then I of course, this team is much better than they were last year. But I think Boston is they're pretty good too. They're pretty. Don't sleep. It's not like we beat the brakes off of them in the wild card series last year, because we did it. You know, we beat them, but we didn't beat the brakes off of them. It was close, very close. And they got a guy named Garrett Crochet who could, you know, man, especially in the playoff series, a guy like that throwing 2 games in there could be tough. Could be tough. The A says, "Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character?" I saw that you did I watched your trailer review, and my favorite character. Let me see. I mean, I like Liu Kang because I always like Liu Kang because he was the easiest player to play with, right? He was the easiest player to play with. But Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, all those guys. Yeah, Johnny Cage, obviously. I liked all them. Freaking Raiden. I was a big Mortal Kombat fan when I was younger. You don't understand. Mortal Kombat, look, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter kind of set the foundation for fighting games, right? I know it's kind of off topic, but Mortal Kombat took it to another level. And then there was another one, I can't remember. Was it Virtue Son? I can't remember what it's called, but it took it to another level too. John the Beagle Dad, what's up, man? Make sure y'all guys hit the like button somewhere. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yeah, man, I got some trivia. If it's your first time joining, I got some trivia coming up. I haven't looked at the questions yet, so if they're stupid, blame ChatGPT, right? Because that's where I got it from. Get the receipts. Oh, I also got this thing called receipts. So get the receipts. Not scared of Mickey Blue Jays this year. All right. We're going to lock you in, Welkin. I got you. This is your receipt. This is Wilkins' receipt. Wilkins, first of all, he hates Jazz Chisholm for whatever reason. He says Jazz is going to hit 227, 36 home runs, and fail in the postseason again. That was a statement you made on December 20th. And then yesterday you said Jazz is going to commit errors in back-to-back elimination games in the LDS again. And today we got the get the receipts, not scared of Mickey Blue Jays this year. Gotcha, man. We're locking it in. And the Jays don't have the Bichette no more. Yeah, but Okamoto looks really good, man. He looks really good. And here's the thing, Zoe. Bo Bichette didn't even play. He didn't even play in the ALDS. He was out the whole series, and they waxed us, right? So, I'm not saying that we can't beat them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I think for the Yankees to really be serious, a lot will have to go right. Too much, right, will have to go right. And I believe in a thing called Murphy's Law, right? If you don't know what Murphy's Law is, this is an Army thing right here. When I was in the Army, anything that can go right, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I feel like that's too much that can go wrong with this team. So, yeah, Murphy's Law, man. Murphy's Law is real. And they didn't shore up a lot of things in this roster. And it's going to come back to bite us in the ass. Unless they fix it during the season. And look, a lot of changes will be. You look at this 40-man roster right now, or the 26-man roster coming out of spring, I 100% guarantee you it would not be the same roster going into September or October, right? It'll be totally different. So things can happen. So that's what I said. Like the Yankees, we're contenders, but I don't feel like we're the favorite, though. I wouldn't say that, man. If I'm being just honest with myself, I wouldn't say we're the favorite. And I don't even think we're the top three. Okay, let me see something. Okay, hold on. I think the Yankees just signed somebody. Hold on. Let me pull something up real quick. Randal Grichuk. I don't know who this dude is. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. All right. So, I don't know. Ace just texted me. He said, breaking news. We just got Randal Grichuk. That's how you say his name. Yeah, let me pull this up right here. Let me change it. Somebody pull up his stats. Okay. Did he tweet us? Okay, yep. All right. Randal Grichuk, am I saying that right? Will be joining the Yankees as a non-roster invite. Grichuk is a right-handed outfielder, and the Yanks have been looking for more right-handed hitters. I don't love him already. There's a lot of 200s, 200 average, 200 OBP, OPS 600. I mean, I guess, man, pull up his Savant. Somebody type it, exclamation point his name, and then Savant. Pull that up. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea who this guy is. Obviously, I've seen him play, but he's just somebody that my brain was not going to remember, right? He's, yeah, I'll pull it up, man. I'll pull it up. So Randal Grichuk, Randal Numchucks. That's what we're going to call him. Randal Numchucks. They killed Killer B. He felt the wrath of the nunchucks. If somebody could tell me what movie that came from, you're the best, bro. We could be friends, man. Let me know what movie that came from. They killed Killer B. He felt the wrath of the nunchucks. All right. Let me see what Ken's saying here. The issue was season-wide bad rotation. They killed the bullpen all season long. By the time we reached the postseason, bullpen was cooked. That's why the Jays beat our mediocre bullpen. They beat the brakes out of the starting pitching too. They smashed the starting pitching. So it was just a little bit of everything. To me, Ken, they just outplayed us in all aspects. Like they outhit us, they outpitched us. They were just better. They were just better. So that's Randal Grichuk's Savant. Okay. Not the greatest, but for those of you guys who love the Savant page, we'll see, man. We'll see. I got to see him first. I got to see him play before I make a decision, but the numbers are not the greatest. I'm going to be honest with you. They're not the greatest. He was a first round pick, 24th overall. So in 2009. So this is a guy who is a first rounder. So he had a lot of potential and projectability, when he got drafted. So obviously it never panned out as well as he hoped. He got drafted in 2009, only had one season in the big leagues. So he's had a long road. So this is just a guy, man, the Yankees are probably going to try. He probably won't even make the roster, if I'm being honest with you guys. Let me see. Focus says, yuck. I told you guys, like, the Yankees will never get the guy. We'll get a guy, but we ain't getting the guy. Not anymore. The Yankees don't do that no more. They don't do that no more. I don't know why. Grichuk. It's pronounced Grichuk. Okay. It's spelled like Grichuk, but it's pronounced Grichuk. I like nunchucks better. So anybody guess the movie that I was talking about? No, nobody got it. Oh, yep. Ashton got it. Half Baked. There you go, man. Bro, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. That shit is the funniest, man. You don't understand. I know the whole movie from beginning to end. That's like old school Dave Chappelle. Old school Dave Chappelle. Let me see. I gotta talk to Samson. The A says all this means is the Dominguez is definitely starting in AAA. Does it really? Do you think this guy's gonna make the team? Like, I don't know. It could be, man. He's a non-roster invite. Let me see. Grichuk will be joining the Yankees as a non-roster invite. Grichuk is a right-handed outfielder. The Yankees. Okay. Yeah, he's tweeted that the same shit twice. I mean, look, it's not a sexy move at all. Like when I saw your text, because Ace texted me and let me know, all I saw was breaking news, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who the hell is that?" Randal Nunchucks. It's not working. Let me see. Oh, you know what it is, man? Hold on. Let me take it off for you, Fuqua. Fuqua loves that. He loves the whatchamacallit. He loves those face filters. Let me take it off, man. I think I have it blocked for members. Usually it's only for members, man, but I know it's open. I don't know why it didn't work. Let me see. So if this is your first time joining, man, if you go into the video description, there's a whole bunch of commands that you can put to do stuff like throw trash at me or, I don't know, turn me into a zombie. I don't know if it's working right now, the commands, but usually it's only for members. But I have it open for spring training for everybody. But you can also pull up anybody's stats. If some of y'all that just joining, man, if you want to pull up anybody's stats, all you got to do is exclamation point, type in their name in the chat, and their stats will pull up. And you could do like years. You can do a specific month and a split versus righties versus lefties or something like that. So that's what you can do. Like right now, I'm gonna check Ben Rice because I'm curious. Ben Rice lefty. See his splits versus lefties last year. Oh, sure, I put in the wrong thing. I'll put it over here. Yeah. No, I didn't. Hey, Fuqua, I didn't restrict it, man. I didn't. You must be doing something wrong. Oh wait, or did I? It might be on because it worked for Ken. I gotta check because I had it off for I had it all for everybody. Like it's only for members, but I don't know what's going on with it right now. It should be working for you, man. It should be working. Yeah, I think it's only working for the members right now. I'll fix it later, man. My apologies. My apologies. But that's the benefit. That's the perks of being a member of the channel. You get to do all this stuff, man. Fuqua, man. You've been spamming it. You might as well go ahead and get a membership. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give a membership out right now. Let me see where the likes are at. Let me see where the likes are at. Can't even see. 16 likes, man. Let's get to 25 likes and I'll give away a membership. Let's get to 25. Oh, appreciate it, Ace, man. Look, Ace looked out. Sunil received it. Of all people, Sunil got the membership. Man, I'm trying to gift away a membership. How you do that, man? It's not letting me do it. Bro. I see super stickers. Oh, I know what it is, man. I got you. All right. Moving on up. So, freaking yeah, I'll mess with that later. Let me give away a membership. Can I gift away a membership? My goodness. There we go. So I can't do it from YouTube Studio to the actual video and do it. It's just crazy. And it says loading. Anyway, where's the chat, man? Where you guys in the chat? I appreciate it, Ace, man. So congratulations, Sunil. You are a member. Ken, too, man. Appreciate you, Ken. The one gifted membership. Who got it? Dexter got the membership. Congratulations. Who put this on my face? Come on. It's the State of the Union. State of the Yankees. Bro, I'm trying to gift away a membership, but it's being a pain in the ass. I'll get to it in a second. Let me try this one more time here. All right. Membership gift. Buy memberships for viewers. All right. There you go. All right, there you go. Gifted membership. Who got it? Vapor received a gifted membership. So, yeah, man. The perks of the membership. Obviously, I may do like members only live streams during the season because I'm working on something. Where it's like we can do like fantasy, like FanDuel and DraftKings and all that stuff, but from the YouTube chat. And it's fake money and all that stuff is just for play. I'm gonna start doing that again. I've been working on that, but I'm not sure it's gonna be ready before the season starts. And also the perks are that you can pull up anybody's stats. You can pull up you can put face filters, Snapchat filters on my face like this and stuff. And the commands are all in the description and you can go look at that stuff. Darren says hi. What's up, Darren? How you doing? Slow burner says buffering. Yeah, man. It's slow burner, bro. That's you. Slow burner. Sunu says Cashman is blocking you. No, but I think, dude, if I showed you exactly all that I have running on my computer, I'm surprised my computer just doesn't blow up right now. Because it's knock on wood. Because I'm running like so much shit. In order to get this to be like this, the way I'm doing it, it's a lot happening behind the scenes, guys. A lot's happening behind the scenes. Ken says the ugly truth, Yankees pitching is promising. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they look good. I opened up with that, Ken. Look, whenever you throw a combined one hitter, I don't care if it's spring training, if it's against a AAA team, that is great. That's excellent. So yeah, the pitching so far this spring, and look, knock on wood, because it's still early. Has looked phenomenal. It really has. I don't have no complaints. There's nobody that went up there that I was like, oh my God, nobody yet. So fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed for sure. Slow burner. But anyway, man, I got, how many people we got in here? We got 38. If you guys want to do trivia right now, let me know. Or if you want to do hat shuffle game, we could do that too. But if not, I'm just gonna keep yapping my mouth. We need that in the regular season. Yeah, that's the thing, man. These, especially the bullpen, man. Like so bullpen, they get tired quick if you overuse them. So that's why the starting pitching is so important. You can't go, just give 4 innings, 5 innings every day, because before you know it, your bullpen will be completely exhausted. So you gotta try to find that balance. And Boone, I would give Boone last year. Sometimes he like his bullpen decisions are bad, right? But I think he kind of learned a little bit, right? Because man, the early years when Boone was here, he was burning his bullpen, and I was like, my goodness, dude. So I don't know. Even though I still don't agree with fully the way he uses the bullpen, but what do I know, man? I'm just a guy here with paint on his face. The works. Yeah, let's do trivia. I'm gonna do trivia. The thing is, I haven't even looked at these questions, but the show must continue, and sometimes you just gotta try it, right? So I'm gonna play this right now. Again, so this is how the trivia works for those of you who just joining, right? It's a multiple choice question. You're gonna have 45 seconds to answer. The faster you answer correctly, the more points you get. Just type in A, B, C, or D in the chat. Just A, B, C, or D. That's it. That's all you have to type to register your answer. No prizes today, but in the past we've had prizes, and in the future we will have prizes too. But right now I'm just trying to work out all these bugs and kinks before the season starts. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first question.
Trivia time. Which Yankee hit the go-ahead HR in the 9th of the 2017 L wildcard game? Is it A, Aaron Judge, B, Didi Gregorius, C, Aaron Hicks, D, Greg Bird?
I know this one. Go ahead home run in the 9th. I owe you a hammer, Ken? Do I really? I know I owe NFE and I owe Sunil a Yankees chain. And I got you guys. I actually found it too. I just got to send it out because I've been unpacking. All right, so it was Didi Gregorius. I got it right. Me and Lou are the only ones who get it right. So I got 434 points. Lou got 269. Next question is
Trivia time. Who hit the Yankees' first ever postseason walk-off home run, 1995 ALDS? Is it A, Don Mattingly, B, Jim
1995.
Leyritz, C, Paul O'Neill, D, Bernie Williams?
95 versus the Mariners, obviously, because they got eliminated in the ALDS. So this was the first year they even had an American League Division Series. And it was the Yankees versus the Mariners. We lost in 5 in heartbreaking fashion. We had won the first 2 and then lost. Why is this? Oh, here we go. Oh, man, I don't got my answer. It's Jimmy Leyritz. I remember that day. I actually remember that game. What was it? Yeah, it ended game 4 versus Seattle in the 15th. Man, 15 innings, that was crazy. Wow. Yeah, man, that was a great series. For those of you who are old enough to remember that, like me, that was a phenomenal series. It was crazy, man. It ended in heartbreaking fashion. But I think that really got the Yankees going, man. They got better after that. And that's why it's something to be said when a team makes it close and you lose in heartbreaking fashion, they get hungry, you know? So that's why I say, like, the team like the Mariners and the Blue Jays, they could be dangerous because they got unfinished business. The Yankees too, but I feel like the Yankees have gotten used to losing, if that makes any kind of sense.
Trivia time. Which Yankees pitcher threw an 8-inning no-hitter in 1990 that isn't official today? Is it A. Andy Hawkins, B. David Cone, C. David Wells, D. Jimmy Key?
Which Yankee pitcher threw 8-inning no-hitter in 1990 that isn't official today? 1990? You got David Wells? It's not David Wells or David Cone. So it's got to be Andy Hawkins, who I don't know who that is, or Jimmy Key. I don't know who that is. Was Jimmy Key on that team back then? I don't know. I'm going to go D. I feel like that. No, it's got to be older than that. Andy Hawkins. The game ended after 8 innings in Chicago. Okay. So losing the lead with 1,251. Sunil got 848. Fuquan 690. And I got 534. All right, next question.
Trivia time. Who hit the tying 3-run HR in the 8th inning of 2004 ALCS Game 2 at Fenway? Is it A. Gary Sheffield, B. Derek Jeter, C. Alex Rodriguez, D. Bernie
A-Rod.
Williams?
2004. It was Gary Sheffield. That's my answer. That's my final answer. That is my final answer. All right. So, yep, Gary Sheffield. Lou is in the lead so far with 1,500. I got 1,100. Okay. I think this is the last one, guys, and then last question.
Trivia time. Who caught Domingo German's perfect game in 2023? Is it A.
Domingo Germans.
Jose Trevino, B. Kyle Higashioka,
I know
C.
this one.
Austin Wells, D. Gary Sanchez?
I know this one. Slow Burner said he phoned a friend. Can't, no lifelines here, brother. Can't use lifelines. Dang, I gotta change this background music, man. I keep forgetting. All right, Fuquan got it. Fuqua. So, that's it, man. That's the end of the game. Yeah, Lou came in first. I came in second. Third place is Fuqua. Good game, guys. That's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all for playing. Let's go back. Yeah, man. So, Yankees acquire Randal Grichuk. If you just join us, that's the breaking news right now. I mean, whoopee-doo, right? Whoopee freaking do. We're not jumping for joy. I mean, I hope it works out for him, but who cares, man? Nothing to really, really go crazy about. I'm looking for signs. So this is that's his stats there. I'm looking for signs on Yankees. Refresh. Paul Skeens fans 4 and up and down outing. Paul Skeens. Let's go look at that real quick. Where is it? Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Load. Oh no, today's the 25th. I'm looking at the wrong date. I'm curious to see though how he pitched. Okay. So where is he at? And also the news is Paul Skeens said that he will only do 2 starts for the Team USA. So Scoob was going to give him 1 start. Paul Skeens said he'll give him 2 starts. So, I mean, I don't know how the Rose is going to navigate through that. But where's the pitching? Okay, Paul Skeens pitched 2 in the third, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. That's good. I wonder if somebody must have hit a home run. Oh no, 4 walks. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So he did not have his command. Only threw 27% strikes. Not good at all. So he had a tough day. He definitely had a tough day. Yeah, 18 people not hitting the thumbs up. It's all good, man. As long as they watching, I appreciate it. I really do. But if you can, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I promise you, man, there's a lot more coming throughout the season. I'm working on a lot of stuff, but it's a work in progress, man. It takes time. Definitely takes time. Okay. What else we got out there? What else is the news? Let me read the news. Verlander Valdez will get final deferred. Tigers, whatever. Okay, whatever. Buster Olney's, yeah, I don't know why it's showing that. There's news. Yeah. Mega Cheeks. My man Mega Cheeks said, what's good, Jason? Hope all is well. Yeah, man, all is great, man. Ponce, the guy that the Blue Jays acquired, from Korea, who he's like, what, the Cy Young over there, something like that. They gave him a 3-year, $30 million deal this offseason. Slow Burner says that he threw 1 inning and had 2 strikeouts. No earned runs. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good he is when he comes up. But when the season starts, man, I don't know. I don't know much about him. I don't, I stopped watching people's highlights because when you watch a highlight film, when you watch a highlight reel, everybody looks great in the highlight reel. So I'll see it. I'll make my determination and grade him when I actually see him playing. Aiden says, Randal Grichuk numbers versus left-handed pitchers at 2025. Effing sucks. Pull it up, man. Look. Pull it up. I'm going to pull it up right now. Where is it? Okay. Let me get his name. So all you got to do to pull up versus lefties is exclamation point, name, and then lefties. So I'm going to do that right now. If you look in the chat, that's what I'm doing. You know what? I'd rather just show you guys. I'd rather just show you guys how I do it. Look. I'm going to show you right now. This is how you pull up anybody's stats on this thing. Let me pull this right here. So you come right here in the chat. Right? Type in the name. This is versus lefties. Randal Grichuk versus lefties. Hit enter. And then it's going to pop up on screen. At some point. It should pop up on screen, I hope. If not, I'm going to look like a complete jackass. Yeah, it'll pop up. I think. Aiden says, Eli says Anthony Volpe was better with the 732 OPS. Why isn't it popping up? Did I spell it right? Randal Grichuk. All right, that's Randal Grichuk. That's his season stats, right? Now, Randal Grichuk lefty. It should pop up, but it's all right. The thing is, though, a lot of times players like just random players like this, it might not even have the stats like that. It might be not be able to locate his platoon splits. What I meant to say. But anyway, Mega Cheeks was good. Yeah, man. So I mean, look, it's a pickup. Do I think this guy has a chance of making it, out of spring to the major league club? Maybe. I doubt it though. I don't know why. Like, I'm not sure. Non-roster invite. I'm not sure what the thought process was behind it. I know they need a right-handed bat, but damn, So I don't know. Eli says our bench is J.C. Escara, Paul Goldschmidt, Ahmed Rosario, Randal Grichuk. Yeah, I don't think that guy's even gonna make it. Ahmed Rosario, though, man, he's all right. He's all right. Who would you like to see on the bench, Eli? You always got who would you like to see? I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna come up with this whole thing, and the Giants should trade for Giancarlo Stanton and all this other stuff. But besides that, man, who on the 40-man roster should be on the bench? That bench is better than last year's bench. I will say that, right? Don't you agree with that, Eli? It's better than last year's bench. Last year we had freaking Austin Slater. Yeah, man. I would add Dominguez to that bench. I'm telling you. I think Dominguez, even if you just put him from the left side of the plate, but the thing is that they want him at AAA, and I get what everybody's saying. They want him to play every day. But I bet you if you ask Dominguez, look, you want to stay in the big leagues, but you're not going to play every day, or go to AAA and play every day, he's going to say he wants to stay in the big leagues. Of course, bro. Ain't nobody want to go back down to AAA. But it's not looking like that's the case right now. It's not looking like that's the case. Definitely. Oh, you guys are clowning that lie right now. Eli says this bench is better than last year's bench. We went from wet dog shit to dry dog shit. That's funny, man. It's not terrible though. It is not terrible. Okay, it's not over exaggerate. It's not great, but it ain't terrible, and it's better than last year's bench. Definitely better than last year's. So what else is out there, guys, man? Let me know what you guys want to talk. Any questions? You guys questions for me? Anything, man. It doesn't have to be about baseball or sports. Anything you want to, anything. I'm all ears. I'm open, man. Right now it's 11:30 on the East Coast, so we'll wrap it up soon. Where is the versatility on this bench? I don't know what you mean by versatility. Like you play all positions, or what you want? Boy Wonder was good, my guy. Hold on.
It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough.
He said, let spring training work itself out. That's another thing too, man. Yo, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great comment right there. We're going to quote that. We're going to make a t-shirt. We got to make a t-shirt, right? Because people be going crazy in spring training. Like that first game of spring training and they lost and they only had 2 hits. Man, some of these fans, man, it was like, yo, it's over, man. I'm like, jeez, it's spring training. But yeah, man, spring training, it does have a way of always working itself out. It really does. Man, it's still early too. And I don't wish for nobody to get hurt or anything like that, but something always happens, man. Things always change. It's very fluid, man. The roster is very fluid during spring training. So, I mean, things could change. Things could change. I didn't say, I'm in Arizona. I'm not on the East Coast. I'm in Arizona. I said on the East Coast, it's 11:30. So I don't want to, I'm on Arizona time. So here is 9:30, but I don't want to, I know people, mostly everybody are Yankee fans in here, right? For the most part. And most Yankee fans are on the East Coast. So I'm assuming that most people in the chat right now are on the East Coast. So I don't want to keep y'all up to 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. FIFO says Rosario, Goldie, Escara, and Volpe. Volpe ain't on the bench, though. You think Volpe's gonna be on the bench, bro? Look, the day I see Volpe on the bench, look, the day they give Caballero the starting job over Volpe, man, I don't see it. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. He's gonna have to go super crazy and put up some crazy numbers. And even when he does, right? Even if he does, I'm talking about Caballero and Volpe here. Even if Caballero puts crazy numbers and Volpe returns, they're gonna give Volpe a chance to get his spot back. So could it happen? I guess. I don't know though. I'm not sure. Me personally, I like both players. I want Caballero to take over that spot, but at the same time, I'm a sucker for an underdog. I'm a sucker for a redemption story, for a comeback story. So I want Volpe to kind of come back and break out, have his breakout season. Definitely. His career as a Yankee depends on it, man. It does. It really does. As a Yankee, I want to say his career overall, but as a Yankee, he needs to improve because the fan base has turned on him quick, very quick. Maybe Oswaldo. Look, Oswaldo he's probably most likely not gonna start in the big leagues, right? He's probably gonna start in AAA, but that's a guy who's very versatile, and I could see them bringing him back up and putting him on the 26 man. But when it says you're gonna be surprised by how well Cabby can play, low key though, Caballero got sneaky pop, man. That dude got power, low key. And I think he's gonna be good, but I'm telling you right now, even if he's batting 310, 320 mid-May with a 350 on base percentage and 20 stolen bases or whatever, they're gonna give Volpe his chance to take his spot. They're gonna bring Volpe back in, and when that happens, Cabby ain't gonna be playing every day like that. They've already hinted to the fact that they like Caballero off the bench. Boone loves saying that. He likes Caballero off the bench. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that, look, Caballero could really put up numbers like I'm saying, and then at that point, the Yankees can be like, you know what, let's try this dude out as the leadoff. And then he could be the true, typical, traditional leadoff hitter, that the Yankees haven't had in a long time. That'd be great. But, yeah, I'm telling you, he will have to ball out crazy for them to name him the starting shortstop. Volpe got the same amount of chance of redemption as I have to reach 6 feet. None. How tall are you then? Damn, that's crazy. You could do it, man. Nowadays they do surgery, man. They do surgery to they put your freaking, instead of a BBL, it's like a foot BBL for your feet. And they put your thigh muscle on your heel so you can stand up taller. Like that. So, man, all hope is lost, bro. It's 2026. You bugging. Just go get the feet BBL. If that's a thing. Damn, Aiden, Li, bro. Aiden makes me want to jump out the window. I'm going to be honest. You make me want to lose all hope and just give up. Just lay down in the fetal position and just give up on life, bro. Man, you'd be a Debbie Downer, bro. Don't be a negative Nancy. It's at 5-5, and that's on a great day. Man, it ain't over till it's over, my guy. You never know what's going to happen. You got to take human growth hormones and get taller. No, I'll mess with you, man. But I think Volpe has a chance, right? In all seriousness. And this is somebody from, look, and I think, and I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but I've been saying that I don't think Volpe is good for a long time before everybody else got on that train. But I will say this, I'm rooting for him. All right, I really am, though. In all seriousness, I'm rooting for the guy, man. Because the potential's there. In my opinion, the potential's there. A lot of, some of it is the organization's fault. Some of it's his fault. Some of it is just, just maybe he can't cut it. or he can't play that many games. His body physically can't take it. And I've been saying that too for a long time. Could be that, but look, man, I see it sometimes. Like, I know I get on here and I criticize people and I talk a lot of shit about players and stuff sometimes. But in all fairness, man, these dudes, they're humans too. This dude played his whole life. Yeah, he came from a nice upbringing, but that don't mean nothing. He's worked super duper hard and dedicated his whole life to this, right? And been a fan of the Yankees, like most of us are, right? Like me. I put myself in his shoes. What if I made it all the way there and I'm living my dream? Shortstop of the New York Yankees, and I can't produce. Trust me, he's trying, man. He wants to, and I'm rooting for him, man. I really am. But he's got to perform at the same time. This is a business. It ain't personal. If you're not performing, you got to kick rocks. You're not gonna be on the lineup just because, we feel sorry for you either. I don't know. Boone be doing that shit sometimes, but if it was me, I'm not doing that. All right, this is the big leagues, man. They all grown men. We're not giving out trophies or we're not giving out American League championship rings, right? That's that sucker shit. All right, we're winners over here. And I think if he gets a little bit of tough love sometimes is a good thing. So, Jose. Say, do us like. Yep. Blessed night, guys. God, bless you too, man. Appreciate it. Eli said he could construct a better team drunk and he don't drink. I think that maybe that's what it is. Maybe, I mean, look, and I'm not condoning drinking or pushing people, but maybe you need some, I don't know, you need a vice in your life, man. Maybe that'll calm you down a little bit. No, trust me, man. Volpe, he knows he ain't cutting it, bro. They know, man. These guys, look, they've been doing this their entire life. They know that it's not, he knows that Volpe knows if he keeps playing the way he's playing the last 3 years, his days here are numbered, man. His days here are numbered. And they already got his replacement. His replacement is going to be playing right now. He's going to be watching his replacement playing. So let's see. Hopefully that lights a fire under his ass, man. And he does some damage. And look at this too. He's going to obviously have his rehab assignment. I don't know if they're going to leave him down there for a little bit or whatever, but he's going to have his rehab assignment. This is the first time he's going to be in the minor leagues since that spring training when he was named the Yankee shortstop. So I don't know, man. Let's see. I'm looking for a nice redemption story. He could come back. Look, if Volpe comes back and if he could bat 250, 260 with a 330, 340, 350 on base percentage, 30 steals, 15 home runs, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy with him. That's a huge improvement for him. Jose B says, us do. Yeah, I'm trying to see the flag. Can't see anything. You got a Dominican flag and a Israeli flag. Lou says pipe dream. But you're right though, man. It could be a pipe dream. And I said all that, right? But I'm gonna say this too. He hasn't shown me anything to make me believe that he's gonna do it. I just want him to do it. I like a redemption story. I want a Rocky story. Volpe, I need you to be Rocky Balboa, right? When he lost to Mr. T. Remember that? When he lost to Mr. T and he was down and he was like, I don't want, we'll go tomorrow. And freaking Apollo Creed told him, there is no tomorrow. And get hype, bro. Fucking wake up. There is no tomorrow, bro. It's now or never. So that's what he needs, man. He needs to listen to Eye of the Tiger, get in the batting cage, and just start doing damage, bro. What the hell? My cousin Bam Bam. What's up, Bam Bam? I don't know. Is it stay home, rocket, red, countdown, lift off. The fuck does that mean? Hope nothing crazy. Now you got me scared, man. You got me scared, Bam. It's my cousin Bam Bam, man. Love you, Bam. Now I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about there, man. I think you're tripping. You're tripping. But yeah, so Volpe, man, look, I don't care. I'm pulling for him, man. I'm rooting for him. Oh, I see. Okay, that's the emojis. See, in this program that I made, it's not showing me the emojis, man. It shows me most of them, but that one right there is not registering. I'm gonna show you right now what I'm looking at. That's why I was like, Rocket Red. What the hell are you talking about? Look. So this is when you see this ticker and all this stuff you see and everything that's happening. This is where it's happening. This is, well, this is the UI, right? So I got all of this right here, and I was reading this right here. So when I want to pull up a comment, I pull it up right there. When I don't want to lock in a receipt, I rock it right there. When I want to pull up somebody's receipt, I press it right there. Games, players, I want to pull up a player's stats. Look right now. I'll go here. I don't know. Let me pull up Soto, for instance. Or I could do it from the chat book. Right? If I want to versus left-handed pitching. And stuff like that. Yeah, I created this myself. Right? All me. So, oh, shoot. And there's a lot more features in there that I'm not showing. So, pull up your receipt. I pulled it up already. Hold on. That's Sunil's receipt. So this is this thing, right? If you make a bold claim, in the comments, then I'll just lock it in and I'll save it there. And this is your receipt, and we'll come back to it later to see if you're right. Sunil, if you want to see Volpe's, I'm not even gonna explain. Sunil, you should know, but Sunil, you've been in this channel for long enough to know how to pull up somebody's stats, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Anthony Volpe, October 2024. If you want postseason, just put October. And it'll pull up. That's Anthony Volpe's October 2024 numbers right there. Let me take this out. 286. Yeah, he had a great October though. He did. He did have a great October. He had that grand slam in the World Series, obviously. 286 for it. If he could give you that if he could put up those numbers for the season, then we talking, man. Look, he's an all-star at that point. But this is his numbers. I'll do this, right? I'm gonna pull up his numbers for 2024. Right? I'm gonna pull up his 2024 regular season numbers, and then I'm gonna pull up his career numbers. Oh shoot, what'd I do? I'm gonna put them side by side. And I did this the other day. I put up Anthony Volpe's numbers last year, along with Jason Dominguez's numbers, and they're almost the same. They're literally almost the same, you know. But one gets a certain treatment, you know, and the other one doesn't. So. Yeah. Sunil, I'm about to shut you down right now. Sunil said he's not bad. He's talking about Volpe. He's not bad in the playoffs, but he needs to put solid, better part of 162 together, right? But you talking about 22. Now I'm going to pull up his stats last year in the playoffs. And you tell me if you still stand by that statement you just made. Sunil's saying that he's good in the playoffs. He had a good 2024 playoffs. I'm not going to lie. But I'm more of a what have you done for me lately kind of guy. So I'm going to pull up his stats last year in the playoffs. I'll pull up his stats last year in the playoffs. This was last year in the playoffs, Sunil. Are you telling me he's good in the playoffs? This is Anthony Volpe, October 2025. So, I mean, yeah. Ben Rice wasn't great either, but he's better than that, man. Look at the strikeouts, right? 15 strikeouts and 23 at-bats. Don't get me wrong, Ben Rice isn't great either in the playoffs, right? But this is his first year, so we kind of give him a pass. Like, his stats are not good there, right? But none of them were. None of them were last year. And then we're going to put Trent Grisham, October 2025. That's why, I mean, look, we didn't pitch and we didn't hit last postseason. It seems like every year is like that. With the exception of Judge and a little bit of McMahon, nobody did nothing really. This dude's OPS was 490. October 2025, right? Let's put Cody Bellinger. And then a lot of the hits they do have, it's like stat padding. When there was already a blowout, the Blue Jays were already blowing us out, and they just brung in whoever. All right. We'll put Cody Bellinger, October 2025. His was a little bit better. Not great, though. Look at that. Look at all those numbers, all those guys' numbers. And then Aaron Judge, right? The guy that they said, oh, well, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Aaron Judge, October 2025. I mean, yeah. So I say that, look, man, and I'm going to go back to this. Hold on. I'm going to compare Volpe. I'm going to put Volpe stats compared to Jason Dominguez stats. And you're going to see that they're very similar. They're very, very similar, right? And matter of fact, Dominguez stats is better. This is 2025 season, right? Dominguez in almost 400 at-bats, batted .257, 10 home runs, on-base percentage of .331. And then look at Volpe stats, right? And I get it, Dominguez defense is not all great, but Volpe's wasn't either last year. Like, take a look at this. This is where when I see stuff like that, I'm like, man, you know, it's interesting. Kelvin says, seeing Judge do good in October should have promoted Yankees front office to go all in. Man, it should have, yeah. I mean, they should have did that even after they lost Soto, even though they did kind of make some good moves and everything, but they still could have went even harder. They still could have went even harder. J. Dom needs a bad lefty permanently. You know, that's not a bad idea, man. He should at least try it, right? That's what I think he should do. He should at least try batting from the left side, you know, versus left-handed pitching. And just to see, man, you know, I think he should. He should give it a try. And if it works out and he's like, man, I feel good over here, I'm doing better, then yeah, you know, a lot of switch hitters have given up switch hitting, you know, because they were way better from one side of the plate. It's not out of the norm to do that, you know. But I get it. He's really young. And the fact that he is a switch hitter, it adds a lot of value to him. So he definitely wants to make that work. But sometimes you just got to let it go, you know. You just got to let it go. What happened to your stream earlier, Ace? I don't know what happened to the stream. But yeah. So George Lombard. Let me see this kid. Yeah, going back to George Lombard Jr., I think that, man, he's 2028, I think is his year. If he keeps progressing, but he got to do better this year. He's got to show that he can handle AA. And I can see him making, you know, I could see him in the big leagues in 2028. Maybe even next year. Who knows, right? For him to make it this year, like I see some people saying like he could make it this year, I was like, huh? No, he would have to. He would have to really go off. I'm talking about just go crazy down there for them to call this kid up this year. I don't think it's gonna happen. He said English wasn't working in the chat. That's crazy. Comments was basically turned off. That's crazy, man. Yo, YouTube's been acting crazy lately. I think they're like doing something behind the scenes, changing something. But yeah, it's been acting crazy for me too. We got 40 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet. How many likes we got up in this? 31 likes. Come on, 40 people here. There should be 40 likes. Or 40 dislikes or something. What did I do here? But yeah, guys, I'm going to be on here for 9 more minutes. Anything else y'all want to talk about? We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes to chop it up. The hell is that? 9 minutos. Let me see. Let's take a look at Amer Rosario's home run. He took one oppo today, which is always a good sign. Do I got it here? I ain't even got it here. Oh well. Would be dope to have a unicorn prospect just come out of nowhere like Soto did? Yeah, but man, Yankees are different, man. See, Soto came up, he was with the Nats. So he got an opportunity at 19 years old. We ain't giving no 19-year-olds out any opportunity. Not up here anyway. Now with the Yankees. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, man, like if I was a prospect, I could only imagine that, like, yeah, after getting drafted and being with the Yankees and you're excited and you're playing professional baseball, you're like, great. But at a certain point, you're like, bro, just trade me, right? Just trade me to the Nats or somewhere where I can make it to the big leagues. Because the Yankees, man, you got a lot of roadblocks ahead of you if you're a prospect in the Yankees organization. Oh, yeah, Rice had a nice scoop. Yeah, but behind the plate, I mean, not behind the plate, at the plate, he had a rough day. He had a rough night at the plate. Hey, I need him to start showing that he can hit lefties, man, because if he doesn't, he's not going to get those at-bats. And it's going to be the same thing last year. He's going to be splitting his time half and half with Paul Goldschmidt again. So he's got to figure out how to hit lefties, man, for sure. Soccer players, yeah, 16 to 17. Yeah, this is baseball, man. Baseball. Some of these guys, man, they get drafted at 19 or if they go to college, they get drafted at 22, 23, maybe 24. And you hear about them, like Dax Kilby, for instance, right? We hear. We might not see that kid up here ever for that part. I hope he does, but it might take him another 3-4 years. That's just how baseball is. That's why drafts are important, right? Especially like if you're drafting top 5, then yeah, it can make a big impact on your organization. Because top 5, like I said yesterday, is where the Nick Kurtz are at, is where the Paul Skeens are at. That's where the guys who are almost big league ready are at. They're at that top 5 picks. Below that, man, it's almost hit or miss. It really is almost hit or miss after that. So Kilby can match, but the Yankees won't push him up quick. Wish they were at least consistent all across the board. Volpe slipped through the cracks. No, I think Volpe, man, he had that great spring training and look, but let's keep it official. Let's be honest with ourselves, because most of the fan base, and if I know, I'm not gonna say everybody, right? But I would say that like 85%, because I was one of them when and what was it, spring 2022, spring training 2023, when Volpe was going off in spring training, we were all calling for him to make the team. Because for a second there, we didn't know if he was gonna make the team or not. And everybody was like, he needs to make the team. He's ready and everything. And everybody was going crazy for him. And he made the team and we were all happy. Right. And then the first year he wasn't good, but we was like, okay, he's just a rookie, whatever. Next year wasn't great again. It's like, okay, well, not me though. After year 2, after that 2023 season, I was like, look, this guy better do something in 2025 or I'm giving up on him, right? And I swear I could pull back the streams and everything in the off season between 2020, the off season between and before 2024. No, the off season before last year, 2025. I was saying that if Volpe doesn't have a breakout season, they need to cut him. They need to part ways and move on. And people told me I was stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, the numbers don't lie, man. Right? The numbers don't lie. Sometimes, look, I get it. The numbers don't tell the whole story either. I would agree with that. But two things could be true at the same time. The numbers don't tell the whole story, right? The same way analytics, can't always dictate an entire game, but there is a place for it, right? The numbers don't tell the whole story, but at the same time, the numbers don't lie. When you're batting 200 and your on-base percentage is 247 or whatever it is, you're no good, man. And people are like, well, he got 20 home runs. He got power. We don't need him to be a power hitter. That is not what he needs to be, right? That's not what we need. We don't need him to be a power hitter. We got guys like that. This guy's 5'10" or whatever it is. He stopped swinging. Stop trying to be a power hitter. That's probably and I get it's easier said than done, but we need guys to get on base for the guys who are our power hitters, for our big dogs. That's what this team needs more of. But the thing with the Yankees that, everybody wants to be Aaron Judge in the lineup. Everybody's swinging for the fences. And I get it. Home runs win ball games. But you need those guys. You need those filler players, man. Those guys who just keep pushing the lineup, moving the lineup along, making the pitcher throw pitches. That's what you need for your guys, for your real stars to come up and then do damage. If Lombard could actually tear it up hitting, he could have Carlos Correa-like comps early on his heyday. Yeah, people. I've seen a lot of comparisons to Carlos Correa and stuff like that. Me, I'm not a big fan of the comp stuff. I'll see when he gets up here how he's gonna be, but he looks promising with the glove, especially. He's shown that he can hit sometimes, but he's got to do it consistently. Hayden Kwan, what's up? CC was my idol when I was in high school, a guy who put everything out there. I want to be like that. Yeah, man, I like CC a lot too. CC's a great. So congratulations to him. They're going to retire his number. I mean, yeah. I put it in the poll. I didn't finish the poll. All right, let's end the poll right here. Bro, I didn't even see the damn results. Man, my YouTube is going crazy these days. Anyway, 81% say he deserved it. 81% say he deserved it. So 19% say he didn't deserve it. I mean, oh, there it is. Finally popped up. 18% said no at 55 votes. So 19% of y'all say he doesn't deserve it. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 19% say he doesn't deserve to get his number retired. That's bugged out to me. That is crazy. They said they need to retire A-Rod's number. Yeah. But the thing is, like, that Sonny Dita just joining me. He's the number one Aaron Judge hater, by the way. But anyway, he said they need to retire A-Rod's number. I agree with you, but the thing is that, and I said this earlier, man, you got to get along with the front office. If you don't get along with the front office, then they're not going to rock with you. That's why Paul O'Neill got his number retired. There's a lot of people that probably deserve their numbers retired. A-Rod definitely deserves his number retired, in my opinion. But, there's bad blood there still. Bad blood there. Barry said it's the non-Yankee fans. Yeah, now Sonny Dita's cool, man. I just don't agree with his takes. He was trying to compare Aaron Judge to Mookie Betts. I was like, bro, you can't even, it's not even a comparison. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? A quick summary with the bad blood with A-Rod. All right, that's a lot. It's a long story, man. If you haven't watched that A-Rod documentary, you should watch it. There's an A-Rod documentary he just did recently. It's a really good one. And look, right, A-Rod, he seems narcissistic, man. And he's always seemed kind of fake and non-genuine a little bit to me, but as a player, right, you got to pull that to the side. As a player, you can't admit he was a great player, but he also had the steroid scandal and the beef with MLB, right? Because he was trying to deny it, trying to fight it, taking them to court and everything, appealing everything. It was a big, big fight with Major League Baseball. The Yankees were not happy about it. They were pissed because they gave him a lot of money. And, just make a long story short, it's bad blood with him and Cashman, the way he left, right? A-Rod, look, I'm going to pull it up right now. A-Rod should have 700 home runs. Okay, let's see if this pulls up. Right? Let's put 2025 season. What the hell? He didn't play in 2025. Let me fix this. Alex Rodriguez. That's a different Alex Rodriguez, though. That's why. Sometimes when I pull up stats, especially common names, it starts pulling up somebody else. So I have to override that. This is the wrong thing. But anyway, right, he was just a few shy. A few shy. Yeah, it's not pulling up. Career totals. Yeah, it's pulling up a different Alex Rodriguez, so let's clear that. Where we at? All right, here we go. I mean, he's definitely got Hall of Fame numbers. So 696 home runs. I thought he had 697. Anyway, Alex Rodriguez finished his career with 696 home runs. And it's not like the season ended or anything. They literally pushed him out. They pushed him out of there. They didn't want him to get, but to save face, they pretty much, they put him in. I'm not going to say they held a gun to him, obviously, but they gave him an ultimatum, you leave here gracefully or disgracefully. They're like, look, you call it quits. We'll have a freaking going away game, a special thing, and make it a thing, right? Where the fans can say goodbye and you can have your last game on Yankee Stadium and all that. Or you could just kick rocks, So he had to take it, that was the only way he was going to end his career in a way that was somewhat gracefully. And he talks a lot of shit with the Yankees too. Like he just said this offseason that he's talked a lot. He's been very vocal about the Yankees front office and everything, man. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It goes deep, but there's bad blood between A-Rod and Cashman, Howe, a lot of people in the front office. There's bad blood. But I think they should retire his number. They should retire his number. And if it was me, and I know Jazz or whatever, if it was me, right, I wouldn't even wear it. There's certain players' numbers that I wouldn't wear. And I would be like, nah, bro, that's his number. Nobody should. If the Yankees ain't gonna officially do it, the players should do it. You know what I mean? Like nobody's wearing that number. But Sonny Dita, man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. You be saying shit that makes no sense, man. No sense. So I'm just gonna not pay attention to that. Yeah, just 4 home runs away from 700. Come on, Kelvin. And you can't let the man get 4 more home runs. He would have got it. They didn't want him to, bro. That's it. It's sad, but he had to call it quits because it was either that and he had made so many enemies and had so much bad blood throughout the league and with Major League Baseball that he was about to get Trevor Bauered, you know, without the domestic violence charges and stuff like that. But he was about to just be blackballed, you know, blacklisted. So it was either leave gracefully and have your final, going away, hurrah, your final game and stuff, or just freaking, just be ashamed and leave freaking shamefully. And that's what really happened right there. Being named Alex Rodriguez as a baseball player has to be rough. Yeah, there's a few of them. I'm going to fix it, though, because I don't like that. I got to fix that. What's good, TC Seals, man? What's good? He says World Series back on. We're going to make that a t-shirt, right? Every time they win, we're like, oh, World Series is back on. When they lose, bro, last place. Louis G says they did A-Rod dirty while Ortiz and Manny got treated like kings. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. But you know what it is, though? Because a guy like Manny, right? He's talking about Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez is such a, I'm not going to say a sweetheart because that sounds crazy, but he's such a nice guy. He's not going to fight it. He didn't. A-Rod fought it, and he was such an asshole. That's the problem to everybody. He was just a freaking dickhead. And excuse my language, guys, but it's like kids should be sleeping by now. He was a dick. And that's why I hurt him, in the end. But if he would have just took it on the chin and just kept it pushing, it would have been all right. And then he did it twice. That's the problem, too. He didn't learn. He did it twice, bro. That's the crazy part. Like, the accusations is there, and like he knew better. That's the problem. He knew better, too. So, but even with the look, I get it. First of all, I don't agree with players doing steroids, right? Whatever. But steroids saved baseball. It really did. Steroids saved baseball. You gotta admit, if you was alive and you remember that Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa home run chase, if you remember, that was the most exciting times in MLB that I can remember. It was crazy, guys. Like every day it was like Sammy hit one, McGwire hit two, Sammy caught up, McGwire hit it. It's like every single day they were just going at it, dude. It was nuts. And then even Barry Bonds, Barry Bonds deserves to be. I get it, he used steroids, but that, you know how many people use steroids and never even made it to the big league? You know how many people use steroids in the big leagues and suck still? So I don't know, man. And it's crazy because nowadays, so I'm gonna ask you this, right? This is how crazy it is, right? You think, and I love Fernando Tatis, right? But do you believe him that he took some heat and or whatever? All right. Is Fernando Tatis gonna be a Hall of Famer? Nowadays they give you a slap on the wrist. And then if you get caught again, it gets worse. And then worse. Nowadays, I would say this, man. And look, it's not good, right? Cheating is not good. All that's not good. But I think the players that gamble on baseball and stuff, that's even worse to me. That's even worse. But it's Tatis, because Tatis got caught too. Is he gonna make it? There's a bunch of people in there right now that made it, yo. They got caught, and some people that they just swept it under the rug. So that's what I'm not a fan of. Is like, but the thing with A-Rod is that A-Rod was he was just a dick about it. you know, and they just were gonna make an example. And I think most people are aware of which people have the asterisk next to their names. Yeah. Baseball was cooked until McGwire and Sosa came along. Man, I wouldn't say it was cooked because 95 was a great, to me anyway, as a Yankee, it was a great season, even though we lost to the Mariners. We still had Ken Griffey. The baseball was still exciting for me anyway, but it was a dying sport. After that, after the player strike in '94, it was dead, man. You know how you go to Yankee Stadium and it's packed, super packed now. I remember. I mean, sometimes it's a little empty, but for the most part, they selling out almost every game. I remember going to games with my cousin Bam Bam right there, and we would buy upper deck seats, and it was so empty that we would just go all the way down to box seats. That's how empty the stadiums used to be sometimes. You would never see it that empty anymore. Talking about, just imagine Yankee Stadium. And on a perfect day, a perfect sunny, regular day, nice evening, Yankee Stadium, only 10,000 fans in there, right? You don't see that no more, ever, but they used to be like that. It should be, and almost all stadiums are like that. But Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa made it just must-see TV. That shit literally took over all of sports. It was on every channel, every news. Man, it was just all over the place. It was like, McGwire hit one. He's in the lead now. And it was like, oh, and then Sammy hits two, and they just going back and forth every day. But it seemed like for like a good month. For the whole month of September, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. TC says, we know the Yankees have issues. I have low expectations but high hopes. Yeah, me too. That's why I like that, man. TC, man, you killing it today with the quotes, man. You freaking my man wisdom right here. Yep. I see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people get mad at me sometimes. I'm not being negative. I'm just being realistic. I'm managing my expectations. I got high hopes though. I hope. Look, a lot could go right. Like, a lot could go right for this team. It really can, and for any team for that matter. But I believe in Murphy's Law, that what can go wrong will go wrong. And there's a lot that can go wrong, So, and when I think about it like that, I'm like, damn, it makes me want to just, just be down like Li, be mad about the team. What we get? How many likes we got in this? 38, man. Make sure if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button, right? Do it for your boy. I'm trying to get my likes up, man. We having streams with like 2,000 viewers and 20 likes. I'm like, what the hell? 20 likes. That's it. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe too. Why not? No, I feel you, Eli, man. But I don't think we're a fifth place team. A lot has to go wrong to be a fifth place team. Yeah, Hi says, but this roster is definitely better than the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays, man, they might be trying to get good here soon. They're about to get a new stadium. They're gonna end up spending some money. They might give Caminero an extension. Who knows, man? The Yankees signed Randal Grichuk, a non-roster invite, whose numbers are very lackluster, to be honest. We went through all that. TC, I'll pull the stats up for you if you want to see it right now. Where is it? Somewhere over here. Oh, I lost it. Somebody pull it up. Yeah, man. I mean, the guy has like a 200 batting average. Freaking, not much major league time. He's a first round draft pick in 2009. Finally getting his chance now, and I don't know. I'm just, hey, hope it works out, right? The Yankees trying to catch lightning in a bottle again. He's a non-wrestler. He might be DFA'd by the time we know it. He might be DFA'd. He might be DFA'd, man. I don't expect this dude to be on the major league roster at all. That's the thing. Sometimes that kills me too, right? They keep signing these contracts like this, and they'll sign a bunch of them, and then they'll DFA them, and it's like, man, that's like pretty much throwing away money, you know? Like, I don't know. Frenchie Cordero, man. Frenchie Cordero had one good game, and we all thought he was gonna be the next thing. Remember Willie Bang Bang? Willie Calhoun. Dumpster diving at his finest, yeah. You know, but TC, that's why I was saying that I say all the time, the Yankees, we'll get a ton of guys, man, but we ain't gonna get the guy. And I'm still asking everybody, when was the last time the Yankees made a huge trade for a big time player in season, right? I'm talking about in season, like mid-season trade deadline or during the season. When was the last one? I'm trying to remember that. And you know, I get it, Jazz Chisholm. That was a big trade, but that wasn't a huge. To me, he's like the B-list celebrity. He's the B-list. He's in the B-listers, right? At that time too. He was in the B. No, I'm talking about like A-listers, man. A-listers. It hasn't happened in a long time. It hasn't happened. Yeah, I don't count Jazz because I'm talking about big time A-list players, freaking, you know, the guy, the main guy that everybody's trying to get. When was the last time we got them? When was the last time we got the main free agent everybody's trying to get? Aaron Judge, that's it, but he was one of our guys. Hasn't happened in a while, right? Hyde Kwan says, I remember hyping up Frenchie Cordero on Twitter. Bro, that shit lasted all by like 3 days. He quickly fell back down to earth. TC says Cecil Fielder. Damn, we got to go that far? To prove my point, it's been quite a while, right? It's been a long time. A very long time, man. I remember Cecil Fielder. Remember Prince Fielder, his son? Yeah, man. David Justice. Old school, man. We're showing our age now. Some people in here won't even know who these players are. We are showing our age. You know, back in the day, man, the Yankees had a few guys on the team, right? Journeymen. That you would never think, like, with baseball players and stuff, but they were killers on the field, like Luis Sojo. He looked old as hell. Luis Sojo had double chin. He had no neck. It was all chin. Remember Luis Sojo? He had no neck, just straight chin. It just went from chin to chest. And he was a beast out there, though. Charlie Hayes is a big dude, too. We had some characters, man. Some funny dudes. Yeah, sometimes I miss those days. The good old days, man. It's like some of the good brawls. We haven't had a good brawl in a minute either. Like a nice brawl. Sometimes, you know what's crazy? That's what we need, I think. Every year that we had a nice brawl, we won. You know, we made it far. Every year we had a nice brawl. So that's maybe sometimes, man, somebody needs to just start a fight. As crazy as it sounds. Mariano Duncan. I remember him too. I got his autograph on that ball there. Mariano Duncan. Remember Tim Raines? Tim Raines used to bat. I used to try to bat like him. He had like a weird, crazy stance, man. My cousin Bam Bam knows. He said that was the best era. Hell yeah, man. That was the best era. Again, Jim Leyritz. Remember his batting stance? We used to always try to bat like these dudes. Like trying to bat like them. He had like a funky stance too. All these dudes, man. It was the best era. Now, basically, like, I don't know, man. It's just frustrating as a Yankee fan, man. When you live through that, it's like, damn, man. There was good times, man. Compared to this team now, this team, like, I don't know. It's just changed, man. I think we need a good team fight. We need a Jeff Nelson and Graham Lloyd running out the bullpen and just punching people in the face. That's what we need. No brawls because Armando Benitez is retired, and even when Tyler Austin crawled, Boston Everyone. Yeah, that was a good one though. The Tyler Austin one, that was probably like the last good one. That's when we got the Joe Kelly Fight Club. That was a great time too, man. But we had some good ones, man. Even with Boston, especially when Pedro Martinez, remember he threw Don Zimmerman, he grabbed him by the freaking ears. He grabbed it like a 90-year-old man by the ears and tossed him off the pitcher's mound. Just tossed him. It was crazy, man. Those were the good old days. Now it's soft, man. When they clear the benches, everybody just kind of pushing each other, and back in the day, they used to come out swinging, straight swinging. I remember one time Albert Bell clotheslined the dude on the base pad, just straight clotheslined him. Wow. Like, damn, Albert Bell was another dude that was brawling, just huge, mean looking dude, man. Yeah, the mystique is it's not there no more, man. It isn't there no more, man. But it was good times though. It was good while it lasted though. It really was. And sometimes, man, when I talk to like these newer fans or like even my son, like they don't know what it was like, man. Because even more like, yeah, we had good teams. Because people keep saying, oh, you had great team, like you got everybody. It was like people keep saying like we were the Dodgers of that time, and no, we weren't. Like we wasn't like the Yankees. Yeah, they were spending money and getting big time players, but a lot of the times that we got these big time players, they were already past their prime, But the real team, the core, like the '96 Yankees and those teams there, that was homegrown, just built, good, well built teams, man, well built rosters, and everybody just played a part. Everybody played a role, and everybody knew their role, and they played it. They played it well, right? It was just different back then. It really was. Sunil says Yankees should trade for Mike Trout. Maybe that what it take to get TC Steels to relocate back to New York. No, man. It's crazy. I haven't. When I joined the Army, I left New York when I joined the Army. Obviously, I've been back and stuff and everything, but I mean that's home. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I have dreams, and this has been like 20 years since I left New York. Sometimes I have dreams of because when you grow up somewhere, that's what I have dreams of where I grew up, certain places, certain people and stuff. But yeah, man, it was a different time. It was a great time, man. I miss getting the daily news in the morning. I miss getting the daily news and just reading stats there, right? Instead of no phone, nothing. Just getting the daily news, old school, and going to the back and looking up people's stats and stuff. I miss going to Elliott's and getting baseball cards, shit like that. TC says you won't catch me back in that weather, for sure. Damn, it's 10:23 over here. But anyway, man, I think that's gonna do it for me. That is gonna do it. Again, if you haven't liked the video, please do. Let me see what I'm doing here. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Have a good one. I'm gonna try to come on in the morning, but if I don't, I'll try to be on in the night, right? Hi says, I feel bad. I can't relate to any of this. Man, y'all missed the golden era, the old Yankee Stadium, where it was crazy, man. Where the bleacher creatures now is soft. It ain't the same. I'm talking about the real bleacher creatures that you get punched in your face for wearing a Met hat, type stuff, man. That's how it used to be. The real bleacher creatures where we used to look at the box seats and chant jump to try to get people to jump off the freaking upper deck. That's the real bleacher creatures I know. I don't know about these new guys. Now they got a leader. They declared this guy the leader of the bleacher creatures and all this. It's fake, man. I want to bring back Freddie. I want to bring back old man Freddie's banging the spoon on the frying pan, and everybody screaming jump to the people in the upper deck, screaming show your tits to the chicks in box seats, shit like that, man. That's the old Yankee Stadium. That was the fun times, man. where you get to watch some boxing. Man. Yeah, man, there was fights all over. It was crazy, man. It was good times, man. Just throwing sunflower seeds at Manny Ramirez and not getting kicked out, stuff like that. Obviously, that's not a good thing to do. I don't condone that, but it was a different time, man, a different era. It was fun, man. It was crazy. Crazy. Yankee signed Fireman Ed away from the, yeah. Good times, man. But anyway, have a blessed one, guys. Take care. Have a good evening. See you guys tomorrow. Let's go Yankees, yo. Peace, man.
Sunrise, French babe, new face, let go. Morning track with Jason C set the tone. Alarm hit, I'm up, no snooze, no slack, lace tight, mic on head, we run that track. Coffee in the system, mind sharp, talk slick. Pre-game on the screen, I don't miss, I don't pick. Type stats in the chat, watch it pop up loud. Player card on screen, yeah, the numbers arrive. Just 20 tweets, say boom, instant replay. No guesswork, no rumors that the data say. Quick lap energy, but it takes real out. Turn early hours into the main crowd. Quick hits, no fluff, we don't stall. Roll call, name drop, yeah, I got them all. One command, one tap, now the truth on tap. If you want to prove, just type it in the chat. Type it in the chat, type it in the chat. Yeah, morning track, get up, get right. First pitch, energy in the early daylight. Chat, go. When the screen goes snap, pull them stats on demand, yeah, we run that ass. Morning track, big talk, no breaks. Yankees on my mind, I'm the headline wakes. From the warm-up lap to the trophy stack. Way the whole league up, welcome to the morning track, yeah. Type it, watch the numbers react. Jason C.